This is Titanfall 2 running on a Intel Core i7 5960X with 32 gigs of RAM and a pair of NVIDIA GeForce Titan Z video cards. So you are going to see... Why did it suddenly jump like that? You are going to see stuff like that. There will be glitches here. This is a very... that is quite the frame rate jump and drop there. That's interesting. And that's what we're doing here. We're literally just playing with this thing. This is probably one of, if not the best looking game that that you can run with this generation of hardware. This was kind of towards towards the end of this generation hardware, so it's when we were the best optimized. So you see a lot of games around this time frame that look really good on some of this older, but also high-end older hardware. Titanfall 2 is one of my favorites. I have always loved the way this game looks. I think it looks awesome. Oh, come on. He dodged me. And so let's take a look, actually. I forgot to show. I was going to show at the beginning. So we are running 1440p with almost maxed settings. I turned a couple of things down. I guess I should probably turn that down to be fair, because we're not running 8 gigs. I turned this down from max. But overall, it's a pretty high setting level for the generation. I have had some issues with my surge protector not being able to handle the wattage that this system is pushing. So if it suddenly goes, it goes. Oh, this guy's going to try to kill us. I don't think he's going to get there, though. Too soon. Darn it. Almost got him. Got him just before he was able to kick my butt. It's definitely holding pretty solid on the frame rate. I'm rather impressed. This is a game that I have found runs pretty well on anything towards the newer end, say like GTX 900 series and newer, but usually it doesn't run this well on hardware this old. I was having tons of issues with this setup, and I realized my SLI bridge was defective of all things. I haven't ordered a new one yet, but I figured out how to position it. It's physically damaged, so I figured out how to position it in just the right way that it doesn't tweak out. But I've got a new SLI bridge on order. Ooh, let's get him. Oh, buddy. Toast. Toast. Oh, look at that. And the cool thing is, most of the time, you see a couple of times when the action gets a little heavy and the frame rate drops a little, but it's not that bad. The other interesting thing is looking at how smooth it is. SLI has always been known to cause issues with overall smoothness of the games, so I keep being impressed by a lot of these kind of towards the very end generation of games as far as, okay, so yeah, every now and then it does really drop, and I don't know what's causing that. I'm gonna bet that it's related to the quad SLI, because if you're watching, there doesn't seem to be any specific action that's intense enough to really drop it. But then randomly every so often, it just falls like a rock and then it comes back. Ooh, let's kick this guy's butt. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're dead. That was mean, wasn't it? Usually I get a good bit of frame rate drop right here, so let's see how this does. If it stays over, I don't know, 30, I'll be happy. I don't know why, but right here always does give us quite a bit of frame rate drop. And I mean, look, you saw in the settings, we got a lot of room on this one for dropping the settings if we need to. So it'll stay looking pretty good if I need to drop it a bit. Oh, I gotcha. This is actually one of my favorite games. Who is shooting at me? No. Bad dude, you don't get to shoot at me. Do I have my core yet? Yes. Oh, this guy is roasty toasty. Buddy. Good night. Yeah, definitely getting a little bit of frame rate drop here and there, but I'm not convinced it's not related to the SLI. I mean, trying to run 4 GPUs just causes problems. This is probably the best optimized modern game that I've seen. It's going to be a toss-up between maybe this and Far Cry 5. Both look pretty amazing. This is 2016. Far Cry 5 is either 17 or 18. Battlefield 1 looks pretty good as well. I'm going to have to look and see if they actually perform higher, though, on the four-way than if I just have one of the Titan Zs. Having more isn't always better. Sometimes it just doesn't scale and it doesn't work right, and it performs inferior with more cards. It's not uncommon to see that happen. There's a lot of people out there that'll tell you, and I'm sure some of you are going to see this video and just love the heck out of it. A lot of people would love to see SLI come back. People really liked SLI for all its flaws, and SLI had a lot of flaws. Okay, configuring a lot of these games, it can take a bit of effort. Like, this isn't bad. Like, this is a pretty good, like this just worked. Pretty darn close. Like, I didn't have to do anything crazy with this. And a lot of games just aren't that way. A lot of games, they really require quite a bit of tweaking to see this kind of stability with SLI. Now, it is worth mentioning, though, this video card, and I've said it before, this video card is essentially an optimized version of like the GTX 680. So this is Kepler technology. Now, keep in mind, this game came out in 2016. You guys know what came out 2016? The GTX 1080 came out in 2016, okay? So by the time that this game was released, I mean, Maxwell annihilated Kepler. But this isn't even Maxwell. This is Kepler. So for those who don't know, 1080 is Pascal. 980 and 9 series, mostly 9 series, is Maxwell. And 600 and 700 series are Kepler. And Kepler is basically, from what I've read, a modified version of Fermi. Fermi goes all the way back to the GTX 480. So at the end of the day, the tech in this almost dates back to like 2010, realistically. So this is really kind of impressive. The GPU is never worth MSRP, but this is impressive. Anyway, hope you guys find this kind of cool and interesting, and we'll keep doing this, again, as I find games that actually make me happy with how they run. This could scale better, but at least it's using all of the cards appreciably, so it's better than some. So, again, I hope you guys found this interesting, and thanks for watching the video.